morning and welcome to the Harvest Hills Homestead. This is Tim, and one of the important things about homesteading and gardening, like you can see we have a little garden here. We're growing vegetables and fruits and spices and seasoning and corn and cucumbers and tomatoes and coal and strawberries and all kind of things to offset some of our food usage as a family. And when you're growing all of that and you have animals, you also, one of the very important things to do to be able to have fertilizer for your plants and to use the resources, because the animals' feces, the animals' poop, is also a resource that is very high in food feeding properties for our garden. So, but you can't put chicken poop directly in the garden because you'll burn your plants. So I have a little pretty jalopy system, but several pallets, and if you can see, I have the back and I have 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, and you can make compost for your garden as fast as in 27 to 30 days if you're very hands-on about it. I have a full-time job. I'm a business owner outside of the homestead, so I'm not here, every day, all day doing this full-time. This is more of a weekend thing we do. Turkey, well, say hello to our turkey. We just merged this turkey and we're trying to figure out how to keep this turkey inside their pen. That's a different story, but that was funny. All right, so in the summer when the grass grows, we cut grass, and some small patches of the grass, I rake it up and I use that grass. Why? Because grass is very high in nitrogen and it has a lot of water content, and it is one of the fastest activators, together with the manure of the animals, to get a pile of compost nice and hot very quickly, to break down very quickly. So this is a pile that we had from the chicken and the rabbit manure, and I'll show you here. It's a little bit messy, but it's all really, if you think of the process of compost, it's breaking down, nature breaking down organic material. So it's not a very pretty process. This is, let me show you this. This is loamy. It smells very, very fresh and very, very earthy, very loamy, very airy, finished compost. This used to be grass clippings, rabbit, chicken manure, garden clippings, grass, horse manure, and all that good stuff. This is finished. It's finished compost. This is fresh grass that we just clipped yesterday. Basically what we do is we take half carbon, which is basically wood chips, sawdust, paper, cardboard, leaves, tree leaves. When in the fall they turn brown, that's also carbon. As soon as they turn brown and dry, they're carbon. And we mix it 50-50, just about 50-50. If you have animal feces like chicken, you could do 50. You could do a third manure, a third carbon, a third greens, and it gets really hot very quickly. So last week I mixed this batch and I added grass to it one more time because the compost wasn't quite finished yet. And let me show you how hot it is in temperature. All right, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see how hot it gets and if it shows accurate. That shows to be 100 degrees, and it's about 70 degrees outside right now. I think it's hotter than that, but it peaked to 190 degrees. It went all the way past to 180 3 days ago, and now it's dropping again. Okay, so that's, now it's in the active zone. So the main spike of heat has dropped. And now this is fresh grass clippings. Let's measure the temperature of this. It's fresh grass clippings. We just harvested yesterday and I just literally threw it on a pile. I have not added any carbon to it. If I add carbon and a little bit of water, it's going to spike in temperature for the first couple of days. You see, this is 120, just about 120. And this is just greens. So they're not gonna activate it for a whole lot right away. So this is kind of how we bring it. We mix it. If I stir this pile every 2 or 3 days and add a couple times of greens, then I can get it to break down very fast. And within just about a month, I can have finished compost like this. And this can go directly into the garden. So I can take this, go to any of our plants, and I can put this around the plants and stir it in a little bit into the dirt. And then when you water, it just adds food to the garden. It's a fairly easy process if you respect the proportions of carbon, greens, nitrogen. If you kind of have a fairly accurate 50-50, or if you're using animal feces or manure, then it's the third, and you can make very high quality compost that's much better in quality even than what you can buy in the stores as finished potting soil. So turkey, you better stay in there now. Stay in there, buddy. Yesterday we were having dinner at the house, and we're having dinner. It was dark outside, and all at once we hear a bang on the window. We look out the window and the turkey was flying right up against the window, trying to come inside the house, which is hilarious. I don't know. I cannot free range this turkey because we have a dog that runs our property, and that dog is going to eat the turkey, or at least kill it. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep the turkey from flying. We clipped one of the wings, but he still figures to clear the fence line. So I don't know. If anybody has an idea how to keep a turkey in a fence, let me know. All right, peace. This is Tim from Harvest Hills Homestead. See you in the next video.